Morning, everybody. I always kind of forget that I'm trying to share my progress down here in the Walipini, our subterranean garden. Today is May 22nd, and I am harvesting my third batch of beets. Um, I have got some beautiful beets here. I'll be pickling them today. This was my first bed that I planted back in February. It really didn't germinate the way that I'd hoped, so I planted again the first part of March, and I did get a nice crop out of that. I've already pickled twice now, and there's just a couple little plants over here that didn't quite mature yet, so I've left them in to go ahead and mature. And the same over here. Um, this is actually where I planted my broccoli and my cauliflower and my eggplant, and I do have a bell pepper in here. But I had lots of space around the outside edge, so I went ahead and planted some more beets because they're quite delicious. And I had the room for them, and I knew they'd grow fast enough that I could get them out of here before these guys actually matured and really needed the bed space. So today I'm going to go ahead and I'll be pickling these, but I just figured I'd show you that with the underground greenhouse, you're able to plant in winter and harvest in spring when most people are outside planting. Over here we've got a Brussels sprout. I did plant it just directly into the dirt in February, and this is how large he's gotten so far. The cabbage, got an okra. Over here's my green beans. And I planted these guys as seeds, and they didn't germinate. So I did some starts inside, and I planted those, mid-March. And so these guys are coming along nicely. So there's a little disclaimer there. They did not germinate out here in February, so I went ahead and started some and planted them from starts in March. But they're doing great. Should be able to harvest them soon. Our strawberries, we've been able to get strawberries all winter long. They were, every day 5-6 strawberries, and now we're getting, 20 strawberries a day. But my blueberries are doing great. My pomegranate. Here is a cherry tomato plant, and I've planted with it garlic, and my citrus is still doing quite wonderful. My jalapenos are already blooming. My radishes, I've already harvested a bunch of those, but I got a couple of those left. Once again, by using the square foot garden method, I was able to plant the radishes and carrots in here to utilize some of the leftover room, because these pepper plants really don't take up that much space, and I had leftover bedroom. So it's a great way to utilize the extra space in your bed. This is all still stuff that's growing from last year. I still have celery that I'm harvesting, and this lettuce must have seeded out, and it's just what I'm getting from last year's crop. So that's quite fun. Something to look forward to is we are going to rebuild this structure this summer. This was sort of our prototype, just to make sure that it would work and the citrus plants would make it through the winter. And I did a lot of research before we built this. And in theory, it was supposed to, keep the temperature cool in the summer and warmer in the winter from the ground temperature being so deep. And we did struggle a little bit with that. I have put in an air conditioner, swamp cooler, which, believe it or not, actually dropped the humidity in here quite a bit. But I'm going to get into all of that in another video and tell you some of the things that we learned over the winter with our prototype. some things I would have done different if I were building this structure like this again. But we are going to be using some steel and metal, and we're going to make this a permanent building because it really was fantastic to grow and harvest all winter long. So do hit the like and subscribe button, and I will be uploading a video shortly before we tear this structure down. I'll show you right there. We got a little lemon coming in. And I'll give you some tips of what we did that was right and some tips what we did was wrong. And I'll be showing you our plans for our new building. And I'll take videos of the progress of that too. So don't forget, like and subscribe, and enjoy the videos, guys. Thanks. Have a happy day.